Hi, hello everyone, Tanoshi here and welcome to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. And today we're going to talk about this special 10th anniversary campaign that will be showing up on the 28th. So it's just a couple of days from now. What can we expect? What can we expect from the new units and more info perhaps on EZA? So let's hop in. Let's see what's going to probably see that. Now, check at the time, guys. It's 2 o'clock in the morning PST. Make sure perhaps you can Google your local time and see how that relates to PST, what time is going to air for you. I am currently in Europe, GMT, so for me, it's going to air like 10 o'clock in the morning. It was going to be bang on when I'm at work. So I'm just going to have to put up a video perhaps in the afternoon. I'll try to do a reaction to it. I'll try to stay away from social media. So, and then we'll see. Unfortunately, it's an odd time, but it is what it is. So, what can we expect when they air it? So we know when we have this anniversary Dokkan now, they tend to show us quite a lot of info regarding to the new units. So we're probably going to see what the Super Vegito is going to do, Goku and Vegeta, when they fuse, when is the conditions. We also may be able to see SSJ3 GT Goku, if there was going to have a transformation, Grade Ape, active skills, if the Evolution Blue Vegeta, which is the third card in there, if he's going to be an exchange unit or perhaps unit super attack. We'll be knowing those things probably in there. We're going to probably know a bit more about the mechanic. We know that Vegito will only be on that state for a limited number of turns, and he will revert back to Goku and Vegeta duo. We don't know if we can exchange between Goku and Vegeta, or we're gonna have both. It's a new mechanic coming in. It has been said before in the previous stream, so we have to wait and see. We know also in this Dokkan now we can get some stones. We know that there is always a campaign, they have a mission there, and some Omatsu or Ken and one of those presents, they will perhaps play a game in Dokkan and see if we can get, usually it's about 50 stones that then we get in our box. I honestly hope that this year they'll be more generous. I know it's hard for them because if they do a super generous anniversary on a 10th anniversary, we'll be expecting the same on the 11th anniversary. I completely understand that. But it's a hallmark. I expect this Dokkan anniversary, the 10th one, to be way above and beyond anything as before. I have high expectations. I really do. For me, it would be disappointed if this 10th anniversary is just better than an anniversary. I would expect it just to be miles and miles better. So we'll wait and see. Also, we've been getting a lot of red zones and blue zones as well. So we're expecting to have more red zones, perhaps a difficulty event. It has already been announced that we're going to have the 10th anniversary skill orbs is going to have a revamp. We know we're going to have skill orbs for part 1 and part 2 characters. So let's see what characters are going to come up. Usually those are not very difficult. You get some good skill orbs, but sometimes they are not in par with the character, even though they're good. But they're free events, you get a free skill orbs. I see nothing wrong with that. Also, we might be seeing characters that go into EZA. So perhaps we're going to have a look at that chart they've put up in the previous pre-stream recording and see perhaps if we can fill some blanks in there. We've got a lot of info, so let's go and have a look at those. And here we have this panel that they've given us with the cards that are about to come. I think it's a great way for us to get engaged and speculate on what is going to come. There is a lot of theories going on in the community right now. We do have top left SSJ4 Goku, which you know is the SSJ3 Goku, and it shows you're going into Grade Ape, and we don't know much about the card yet, but we know that that's one of the LRs. We know at the bottom Vegito there, he is going to be a Dokkan Fest LR. And we know that Vegeta, Blue Evolution Vegeta there with Goku on the card is also a card. Now, we know this from the previous pre-stream from the anniversary. Well, we know that both Dokkan Festival and the top legendary summon, they are themed. So miraculous power born from the strongest duo. So we know that this one is Vegito. We are expecting part 2 Dokkan Festival to be Gogeta. It's telling us it's a miraculous power born from the strongest duo. It's indicating that is one character, perhaps the miraculous become a powerful character coming from a duo. Now, there's a lot of people speculating that we could have a card which is the end of the Tournament of Power, Goku, Frieza, and Android 17. Whereas there is possible, I do not think that would be the Dokkan Festival. I still strongly believe that we will see a Super Gogeta from the Janemba movie, and that Tournament of Power card could be a top legendary summon because they are family and rivals. Goku and Vegeta, Goku and Frieza being rivals, they could technically fit in that category, but we don't know yet. So we have to wait and see. For now, let's just worry about part 1. Let's have a look at that chart again, see what that chart offers us. We have all these blank spaces. It has been told for us in the stream that those spaces are going to be new cards, as well as LRs, as well as Easy A's and Super Easy A's. So what can we fill in and what are we going to be left out to speculate? Let's have a look. So let's start with what we know. We know that Super Vegito, the AGL1, is getting a Super Easy A. We also know that Buuhan, the Majin Buu one, he is also getting a Super Easy A. This has been announced for us through the Twitter. So we know that we are already going to have 2 Majin Buu Saga slots over there being taken over. So let's go and quickly fill them up. Let's put a Dragon Stone in there so we can start filling up those spaces there. So there we are, we've completed Majin Buu, and we also know 2 cards that have been given us through Twitter, where one is going to be a Demon King Piccolo there. Not exactly this card, but we had that through Twitter. If you follow Dokkan on Twitter, you will see it looks like a Demon King Piccolo as well as a fusion Trunks and Goten that fuses into a Gotenks. Now we know that one free-to-play unit, which will be an LR, will be a unit that uses the same mechanic as the new unit, as Vegito. So perhaps a unit that goes into Gotenks for a bit and then reverts to is an exchange unit. We will see. Let's speculate here. We know that those units are coming in, so let's fill them in here. It's such a shame that the Demon King Piccolo there is gonna fill up the slot of the Dragon Ball, which is only 1 slot. But hey, it's a shame. It's a letdown for me. I would like to see an LR there for Dragon Ball fans in general. But no, so let's fill up those spaces. Let's put some Dragon Stones in there and see what we're left with. So there we go, guys. Those are all filling up. Now, from now on, it's all expectations and speculations. There are things that we know and the things that we expect. So far, this is what we know. So here we are, guys. The 2 units we're expecting to Easy A at the end of the anniversary is the LR Gods and the Super Saiyan 4s. Now, I don't think these units properly need an Easy A. They could do with some damage reduction, some defense. They cannot handle the hard content in the game, but I think it's too soon. The anniversary that they've came in is just a couple of years ago. I don't think that they need. I think Dokkan could postpone their Easy A's, but it's mainly for the coupled with the fact that I would love a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta on that slot. A new LR, a new unit. Now, some people have a theory that the bigger cards are LR, the smaller cards are Easy A's, so perhaps we'll be seeing their Easy A's anyway. I'm sure they'll be busted, but I think that's more a wishful thing. So I'm gonna go in an odd tangent here and hope that they don't Easy A. But the likelihood is that they will Easy A. So let's put a couple of stones in there for the speculative Easy A and move on to the next card. Yeah, so now we have it. Dragon Ball Z movies from the Duo and the Super Saiyan 4s. Now, what else can we speculate there? We've been speculating also that Janemba, Super Janemba, might get a Super EZA as well as Super Gogeta. Now, these would come in line if we get a Super Gogeta, a new ALR. Again, we don't know, it's a speculation. We're expecting them to have an EZAs. So let's fill them up and see what we're left with. So Super Gogeta as well as Janemba. Sorry guys, just need to correct some thinking there on the video. I had marked the LR Gods as Dragon Ball Z movies. No, it's Dragon Ball Super. So let's correct that. That's it. It is corrected now. Now, we are now with very few spaces left. But remember, we're still going out to speculation. Now, the two for Planet Namek Saga and Saiyan Saga, it's highly speculated that we are going to see the Super Saiyan Goku as well as Full Power Frieza as those two guys. Kaioken Goku and Vegeta Giant Ape. So if we get those 4 EZAs, we will completely fill Planet Namek, Saiyan Saga, GT, Dragon Ball. We will have 1 unit left for Majin Buu Saga, 1 for Dragon Ball movies, 3 for Androids and Cell Saga, and 2 for the Dragon Ball Super. Now, what could we speculate to get as new units for part 2? Now, we are expecting a Gogeta, a Super Gogeta. Perhaps now we will be seeing a Super Gogeta where he also have the same exchange mechanic. That is Goku and Vegeta who transforms into Super Gogeta for a temporary time and then reverts back, the reverse mechanic. We could be seeing what is being speculated in our community as a Dragon Ball Super, perhaps a summonable Carnival LR of Goku, Vegeta, and Android 17, and another one for Cell Saga. So we know if those EZAs, the speculated EZAs, turn out to be true, Planet Namek Saga and Saiyan Saga will be filled out with the next 4 EZAs. I particularly find that plausible. Especially if you're gonna have new events for skill orbs for those characters, they are likely to EZA. What matters to me is we get a Super Gogeta. I would love a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So we're just gonna be speculating there. So if you see that we are left with a Majin Buu Saga and 3 Androids in Cell Saga and 2 on a Dragon Ball Super, I believe that that's where the banner EZAs will come out. We don't know that for sure. It looks like we might be having an Android / Cell Saga LR for part 2, but we're expecting to have 3 of them coming up now as new units, so let's mark them down. So now, as you can see, we've marked the 1 LR for Android Cell Saga, 1 LR for Dragon Ball Z movies, and 1 from Dragon Ball Super. So with those Saiyan Saga and Planet Namek Saga out of the equation, we are left with Majin Buu Saga, Android Cell Saga 2 cards, and 1 Dragon Ball Super. I think it's pretty much it. I would love to have another for Dragon Ball GT, but perhaps they're saving SSJ4 Gogeta for perhaps worldwide download celebration, or perhaps a DT Saiyan Day, perhaps. We don't know. That's all speculation. Let's wait and see. It's gonna be fun trying to guess and seeing those characters coming forward. Guys, leave a like, comment below what you think it's gonna come. Comment below what you think the LRs for part 2 should be, and let me know if you summon. And join the channel because we'll be summoning for those units, guys. Boys and girls, thanks for watching. It's Tanoshi here, and sayonara.